Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I am doing a Misa look from Death Note. She is the cute blonde girl. She's kind of goth, right? She's pretty cute. Starting off, I'm doing her eyebrows lighter than I do my own eyebrows, and I'm using my LASplash Cosmetics Ultra Defined Brow Mousse, and I'm using the color Maple Lily. I'm just doing a really basic eyebrow shape. I'm not really trying to make it too dramatic. I just want them to be kind of straight, no crazy arch. So I just fill them in, use some concealer, and fix it up a little bit. Her brows are pretty thin, but my brows are naturally thick, so it's kind of hard to make them that thin unless I wanted to cover them. And I didn't want to do that today for this look. Take some brow gel, make sure those hairs are all going in the same direction. Then I just have this like little plate full of lashes here, so I was trying to decide which ones I wanted. I was just kind of holding some up and seeing how they would lay, because we are going to be extending our eyes out today using white liner. So the eyelashes are actually going to be laying out on our skin farther than our lash line stops. So I'm just priming my lids first. I'm using my MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Prime both of those lids. We're not really doing too much shadow, but I just wanted the primer to give a nice even base so there wasn't any skin showing through and it looked nice and even. I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette because it's a nice neutral palette. We only are using 2 shades out of it. I'm just taking this medium shade that you see on the second row, second from the left next to the purple, and I'm using that kind of like in the, I don't know how to explain it, it's on the outer corner of our eyes, on the lid. We don't want to do anything too much in the crease. We don't want to extend it. We do not extend it over your crease. Like, just don't do it, because we are doing like anime, cartoon-like eyes, and we just don't want it to go over our lids. Best way I can explain it. Then I'm taking the darker brown shade in that palette, and I'm just doing it on the very, very ends of my eyelid there. And I bring it into the crease a little bit. I do like a little line into the crease, and I blend it out somewhat. But I don't like blend it up. If anything, blend it down, but try to just blend it where it's at. I don't know if that makes sense, but we don't want anything too dramatic for the eyeshadow, honestly. This is just helping create the shape of the eye we want. And you do want it to go out a little bit farther than where your eye stops. We want a nice smooth base today. I'm using my Optical Illusion Primer from Urban Decay, and I'm applying it in all my problem areas like my T-zone and my chin to smooth out pores. And then I'm taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer for all the other areas. We want it to look like nice and smooth. They have perfect skin in anime shows, so, you know. I'm using black and white paint today, and I'm just going to start drawing out her necklaces. She's wearing like a few cross necklaces usually. Like I said, she's kind of goth, so she wears like big chunky jewelry that's black. So I just kind of made it my own thing basically. I just did a big cross, a big piece of jewelry that's a cross, and then I took my choker necklace that I'm wearing, and I'm just making sure that it looks like it's starting kind of underneath of that choker. Draw on the cross. You can look at reference pictures for this as well. That's something that I highly suggest, but I had been researching her all morning that I just kind of went for it. And I didn't even sketch anything out. I just went ahead and started painting it on. I just did like little circles to replicate beads. And created kind of like a dramatic looking cross. And then I just took the white paint very lightly and I put it on the tops of some of the beads in the center and on the sides. I didn't do it on every single bead, but I did it on most of them just to give a little reflection and some shimmer on them. And then I decided to draw a second necklace that was a little bit shorter. And I did a few crosses on that as well. I did like 5 or 6, I believe. Just another added piece of jewelry. I feel like the one cross necklace just wasn't enough for her, so I went ahead and added both of them. And now I'm just shading the necklace so it looks like it's sitting on my skin. I'm just using a light brown color and shading all around everything. And I go back in closer to some of the areas with a black shadow. And then I start making some cleavage. I wanted some nice cleavage today because she is an anime character. I don't think she has very much cleavage, but I thought it was kind of fun just to create it anyways. So I'm just taking a light brown shadow and really blending that out. And then I'm taking a black shadow right there, making a very clean line on the outside, blending it a little bit and then leaving it as is. And then voila, it looks like you got big old boobies. It's a nice trick. It's a nice trick. Taking my Cover FX custom cover drops in 10 and my cream foundation from Cover FX in 0, I'm putting that all over my face. I wanted a very fair complexion today, but I wanted it to be very full coverage because, like I said, they have a very nice face. They have nice skin in anime. So I added a little bit of my Hourglass Vanish Stick and Vanilla, just a little bit to give that extra coverage because we all know how full coverage that foundation is. And I added a little bit to my chest and my shoulders as well, just to make it all go together. I took some concealer, I did it underneath my eyes, my chin, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my forehead, and I cleaned out my brows a little bit. Take your damn beauty blender, blend it all together. And then I'm using my Kat Von D translucent setting powder, and I'm using a damp beauty blender to set everything, and I am baking a little bit. Not too long, but a little bit, it's not too bad. Then I take a big gigantic powder brush and I just sweep it away and powder the rest of the face with the excess powder that I have swept away to make sure everything is set in place. And I even do it on my neck a little bit as well. To create these anime shaped eyes, I'm using my NYX Cosmetics Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm extending it out on the bottom of the eye. And I'm doing my whole waterline all the way into the inner corner of my eye, and I'm doing it pretty thick as well. I'm going on my eyelashes, so I kind of want to cover my eyelashes. And then extend it out, but not up. So just literally where your eye meets and stops on the outer corner, you'll extend it out just a little bit. And then you want to bring it into the inner corner of your eye as well. And then I just take a little brush and kind of blend out the inner corner so it's not like a, you know, it's not stark and super has a sharp line on it or anything. Then I took some black shadow and I outlined the bottom outer part of the white liner we did, and now I'm taking my liquid liner and I created a little tiny cat eye just to connect everything. And right now I'm just holding up the lashes to see where I'm at and how it's looking. And then I take the liner all the way into the inner corner of my eye, but I do it on my waterline on the inner corner of my eye. I don't create a cat eye shape like I usually do, at least. But we do want to connect that white area to our eye and make it look like it's our actual eye shape. And then I'm bringing that liquid liner down also just on the very edge of that white liner just to make it all look cohesive. And I'm shading it a little bit more. I'm just kind of going back and forth and shading some more. And then I just started blending out that white area so it blends into my skin. I don't want it to look like an inner corner highlight. I want it to look like it's part of my skin, literally. For my lashes today, I decided to use my Huda Beauty Scarlet lashes because they start really small on the inner corner and they extend out even longer. And I applied them on the skin. Like, I didn't apply them how I normally would, but where we extended it on the outer corner, I applied it all the way out where we created that cat eye to give for this shape. And then I started making some false little lashes there on the corner. I hope this is all making sense. I don't know how to explain it. It's so hard, but I'm trying my best to explain it. And then I created this little line in my crease because it just helps make for that more kind of cartoonish look and makes your eyes look a little bit bigger. I just did a little line in the crease, literally where my eyes crease at. You want to create a thin line, let it dry. Don't open your eyes while it's drying because then it will get everywhere. But it just helps create this like open-eyed look. I don't know how to explain it. It looks pretty cute though. Using my Lorac Pro Contour Kit, I am contouring the crap out of my nose. They have cute little button noses. So I'm really creating this contour to make her nose look skinny and cute. And then I took some powder and I really went up against that line I created to kind of hide the edges of my natural nose. And I let that sit for a good 5 minutes, I'd say. And she has this little line underneath of her lip, like she's got some pouty lips. It's So I went ahead and created that using some contour shades. Doing my lips, I am creating them. Sorry if you see my boyfriend, he's creating his cosplay for Comic-Con, so he's in and out of the room. But I am creating my lips shorter than they are, so I'm kind of cutting off the ends there. But I am following my natural shape to make them a little plump, but then I take some concealer and kind of hide the edges there. So they just look shorter and poutier, basically. I used brown lip liner first. And then I also powdered the edges to make sure it stayed. And then I took my Peekaboo Neutral lip liner from NYX Cosmetics, which is the perfect neutral shade, and I just filled in the lips the way they are. It made them look super pouty and cute. I loved it. Powder away that nose contour. And take your beauty blender with the excess concealer and blend those lines in a little bit. Now I am contouring my jawline. I am not contouring my cheeks today because she does not have a contour or a highlight or blush or anything, but I am contouring my jawline a lot. We want to give that really defined jawline because she has a pointy kind of chin, and I really want to define it out because I'm kind of rounder on my jawline area. So I'm just looking at myself straight on, and I'm really contouring the jaw. I'm bringing it up onto my cheeks a little bit on the bottom there and around my ears just to give that illusion of a more defined jawline. Put on my wig, put some cute pigtails in it. Got this wig off of Amazon, by the way. It's so cute. But anyways, now I'm taking the Skull color in the Pastel Goth palette because it's such a stark white that it's perfect for the inner corner there. And I'm just blending it in a lot. I don't want any lines. I just want it to blend in. And then I'm kind of setting the under eye area a little bit with it as well, where the white liner is at. I also put this white on the tip of my nose, my bridge of my nose a little bit, my chin, and my Cupid's bow because they don't have a sparkly highlight. So I just wanted to highlight a few areas with just a white shadow. And I decided to make my lips a little bit darker. I just put on a little bit of a dark gloss there on top. She does have darker lips in some of the pictures I was looking at, so I thought, why not? And then I am just kind of contouring my collarbones there. And that's it, guys. Here is the Death Note journal I got from kawaii_anime_manga. I'll have them linked down below. They sent me this Death Note, and it was so awesome. It inspired me to do this Misa look, and I'm also doing Rim very soon. It also comes with a cute quill pen, too. And then I made some, cute fishnet gloves there with a pair of fishnets. I just cut them. But yeah, guys, this is the finished look. I hope I did her justice. I hope you enjoy her. I did Ryuk previously, so I'll have him linked down below. And then, like I said, I'm going to be doing Rim shortly. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I hope you guys like this super cutesy little look. This is my first anime kind of cartoony character look I've ever done. I hope to do more soon in the future. So stay tuned. Let me know if you have any ideas or requests for anime looks. I'd be more than happy to check them out and try to recreate them. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and stay tuned for my next video.